Today's the big day! Let's go to the Grand Bazaar and see how the celebration's coming along.
Numbers are correct.
Yeah. Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very...
But we're not late, are we?
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any speeches today.
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food.
Everything looks...
Wow. Whoa. The food was specially everyone that came.
Feels kind
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job. And I'm happy to meet everyone that...
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something.
We owe it to our abilities. And
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck would...
that's how I remember it too. It's luck that brought us together. Moreover,
Yeah. Everyone gave. It was almost like a performance. Everyone played their part. And thanks to. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times, she's finally returned. Uh-huh. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which was... This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
no, everything you said is correct. Something wrong?
Yeah. What's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giant... Those sages really have some nerve. If you bite the hand that feeds...
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali calls for a more severe punishment.
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplices severe...
I respect our deity's decision. While we're on this topic, why didn't you accept the Academia's invitation to...
Are you trying to say that I'm...
Not at all. But every person handling the selection process...
Why? Because he dethroned Azar from power?
Could you
But seriously, though, I always wondered...
I did have my own motive. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't...
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's...
Precisely.
Wait. Is that. So, that's the only reason why you joined us and came up with all those.
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the personality.
You flatter me.
All right, then. How about you? You've already resumed work as the
That's right.
Will you be happy with that life?
It's not about being happy.
Even so,
Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
I seldom participate in such lively... No, the Grand Bazaar... That happy... Oh well.
My lady,
Yes, what an amazing...
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy, Nilu.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drinking. The feast is
there you are. Well, how is it? It's the first time. You see, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of me this way. I can't explain.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often come to such... I have a lot to handle these days. Otherwise...
Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You wake up. Of course. Just... It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. I was thinking about talking with you, and the next thing I knew, I had made a connection with you. The connection between us is amazing. It's like full... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Grand Bazaar. I wanted to have a look for myself, so I snuck in. Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent events, so although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still one more thing I hope you can help me. Please say thank you to everyone for me. But if I just show... What if I end up scaring them and... Yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So... I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about... It's me. Huh?
Hold up, what's going on?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord Kusanali in the Grand Bazaar.
No, of course not. Are you? Hello, Nilu. You know who I am? Yes.
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the Traveler's body, so thank you so... Without you, without any of you, I would have been in a much more difficult situation. Had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. Please, allow me to present to you...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have...
Dinyarzad. The suffering you endured during your illness is also proof of you being with me and praying for me.
You don't need to be so ceremonious. It's always been my duty to protect...
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon should be.
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really don't need to be so polite with...
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn from... All right, since you're awake now, should we go... She should be in the... One, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 3, 4. Go. One, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and faster? Okay, faster. Let's go somewhere cooler. Hey, do you know what? Neither do I. I already forgot.
1, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and let's go somewhere cooler. One, 2, breathe. 3, 4, and
Hello, Traveler and Pine. What a fantastic night. So are we. And that's why we're here to talk with... Is there anything you want to know? He's still in a coma. I've hidden him like how one would hide a feather. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, he has retained a number of very useful features. Don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him and make sure he doesn't do any evil. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. Some things may be very clear from my perspective. His future will be determined. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the Nation of Justice? As far as I know, Does their Archon personally judge people? No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over individual trial. However, even then, Focalor will still make... As Archon, she still reserves... Anyway... After recent events, the Akasha can no longer function as it used to. I've given it some thought, but this is definitely the Akasha's central. Although people may initially feel a little... And, as the former sage, I hope that the other big issue I've already taken... You mean, what happened after the doctor put... You guessed correctly. The top-ranked... However, I'm sure he... In fact, I told him that I assumed that... And the exchange, sir... Are you sure? Huh? You mean... About your brother. While you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your brother. Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed does not have any information on you. However, there must be something different about your brother. Because, as it turns out, the world has recorded information on him after all. What? There's only one possible explanation. He belongs to this world. But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat? According to the records I was able to access, your sibling suddenly appeared in Khaenri'ah. After the Khaenri'ah disaster, he began his journey through the 7 nations of But just as his journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on him suddenly become
What do you mean, Fuzzy? Did something happen?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, is deliberately obfuscating his fate. And whoever it is, if they can do that, who knows what else they're capable of.
But even that wouldn't explain how he somehow comes from this world.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the Descenders.
What's a Descender? Paimon?
Look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information I received from the Fatui in... A very important part of the intel was about this world's Descenders. Traveler, you are Tevat's 4th Descender.
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other Descenders before the Traveler, and her brother isn't even one of them?
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first Descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other Descenders, I still...
Paimon's head...
And yet, even though there are many questions in my heart as well, and soon, I'm very interested in your future. If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future...
Paimon's sure glad we got...
The pleasure is all mine. I can't think... Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you ever miss me, just close your eyes, and maybe I'll appear in your...
One, two, breathe. 3, 4... One, two, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4...
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to...
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mail...
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person get?
He just wrote... next to a small, white-haired talk...
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate him. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you. Of course, here it is.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. From what he wrote, or maybe, yeah, the letter says that... Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss. Oh? Well...
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you...
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern. Sumeru's spices are famous. That's why the knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come...
And? How did that...
So far, so good. I'm already in talk...
Yeah, that does...
Well, let's not...
Hey! Using your job to say...
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the...
And?
Do I have to? Well, all right. I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their route, and so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me. It was a short-lived adventure. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria. I used to believe that, but then I began to, as well as this is obviously all speculation. Simply put, these days...
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name?
Dainsmith?
Ah, you've decided to join us.
So you remember me. Then we are all...
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya.
Oh my.
I'm surprised that...
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my... You're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've already let go of your ties to the past, then keep it that way.
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in...
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that as someone from Mondstadt, I'm not accustomed to this sort of atmosphere. So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of... Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute, so I'll leave the three of you to carry on the conversation with...
Well, all right then.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria, but you get on like oil and water.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to jump to conclusions. But can a person truly be unaffected by their... Well, I suspect...
Oh, so if he was the founder...
I mean to an...
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil...
Not new. Not exactly. Your brother. He mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so.
So, you're going to the place...
Correct.
Well, what are we waiting for?
No. Now is... No. I'm still waiting.
Serious?
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality. Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!
Just what will become of...
Adventure time! I'm going in! Huh? Off we go! Let's light it up! Adventure time! Hup, yeah. Huh?
Watch out! Hey there!
I was born unlucky. That's just the way it is. And I've lived with it so long now that I'm just used to it. You know what? Maybe it's a good thing.
I'll scout ahead.
Is it time for a magic show?
I know that whatever luck I do have left is gonna run out sooner rather than later. So I'd better make the most of my life while it lasts. You know, go on plenty of adventures, meet loads of people. I mean, if I didn't live like that, I may never have even met you. Can you imagine? Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Let's go find some treasure. Oh, ow! Where did that come from? Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Adventure time!
Coming at ya! Hey there! Ha!
scorching sun! It's like a blast furnace! You know what this means? It means we have to drop everything right now and make a run for the ice cream store. We need to get 2 of the biggest cones they sell, and then it's an all-out race to see who can finish before it melts.
There are so many local specialties in Sumeru. I want to buy more.
Don't you remember your adventure plans, my lady?
Over here! Ad Astra. Thank you for complete. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.